Thursday morning, September 20th. Back up here at the cabin. Actually, it looks like I'm up here permanently because I finally moved out of Florida. Got out of my office yesterday and drove up. So, looks like I'm pretty much here now. Final. There's the vehicle with the U-Haul trailer behind it. Pretty much all of my life's possessions inside the U-Haul there.
Welcome back to Ray's A-Frame Adventure, episode 41.
Pretty interesting that all your worldly possessions can fit in the back of a U-Haul trailer, a small one like this. And this is pretty much all I have, other than my kids, of course, which are not in the back of the trailer. Let's be clear about that. They're not in here.
I hope not.
But pretty much, that's about it. Just art supplies and all that kind of junk. Got rid of all my furniture.
Where's the couch?
So,
no couch.
Paintings.
TV?
And my important thing, the surfboard's already inside the cabin.
Surfboard?
Everything else?
Yeah, I had to bring my surfboard.
Oh,
that'll come in handy since we're 500 miles from the ocean. I should have stayed with the kids.
We're going to install the main light here in the A-frame over the living area, so to speak, over the stairway. And we've got to have, I put this ladder up here, kind of crossing over from here up to there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that looks safe.
Completely.
Hopefully that'll work and without breaking and falling.
What's that noise? I'm just warming up the rescue chopper in case I need to take it to the hospital.
That has the cord and everything with it.
That won't be necessary.
It's like a 3-light system here.
Better to err on the side of caution. There might be an
That's
engine if somebody doesn't quit that noise.
Pendant lights.
Ooh.
And but I'm going to switch out the pendants here, and I'm actually going to make a fixture that will hold these glass jugs, which are actually like wasp catchers type of thing. But I think they're really pretty. So the idea is I'll get the light bulb to go down inside these units here and light that color up. Okay, so here's the pendant, the part of the pendant light that hangs down. And since this fitting that's on here will not go through the bottle, it's just too big, so there's no way to attach the bottle using this fitting. I'm going to unscrew this apart here, and we're going to get into the guts of this. And then I'm going to take this apart here, and then I'm going to use the smaller one here that I bought separately, the smaller lamp piece, and that actually will slide down inside there. So I'll attach those two together, fabricate something. I might need to fabricate this and use the PVC on the top to protect my fittings there, and actually go through here and just put the cord through there, paint this. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, I bought these lamp parts, and here I have the lamp part assembled with the wires coming out and hooking on to their connections there. And I've got this threaded rod in the middle here, which screws into the light fixture unit. And let's see here, hold on a second, trying to do this with one hand. And then I made a PVC cap that goes over the top of it. And as you can see here, it's going to go over the top, and then it pops down in onto that threaded rod. Wait for it. There it is. Okay. So then that whole unit will then sit inside the bottle. Now let's go down to this one. So the whole unit should sit inside the bottle there. And of course the light bulb's going to go into here. That's going to go inside the bottle. And then I've got one more piece that's on here. I could slide this down here. There you go. Maybe not. But anyway, that's going to go down and screw into that. So that'll go inside there. Now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do to attach this unit to the bottle itself. And I'm going to try to put a wire through here that'll go around and catch on the rim of this bottle. That'll hold it all together like that. This goes on here like that. And at the top, I have to replace what is this little fitting here, which screws on there. I'm actually replacing that with this fitting, which screws on here. And that way I'll have a place for the chain to attach. I just have a clip on here. I'm not actually using this clip, but I have a place now for the chain to attach, so that should hold on to something on the top. Okay, before we install the glass shades, we've got to spray paint this here, and I've got the oil rubbed bronze spray paint. So we'll make that all look good. And then up here at the top, as you can see the little silver spots there, I went ahead and added some more screws to this fixture since this is going to be holding so much weight with these glass globes. They're a little bit heavier. And you know me, I like to overkill it.
Oh, really?
Make sure that won't come down on somebody's head.
We had no idea.
I'm going to install the chains
safety first.
as well that will hold up the glass. Okay, so here it is, obvious in the evening, and I'm working by lantern light here, installing the shades here for the lamps, so to speak, the glass. And got them up, they look pretty good.
Shouldn't we be sleeping? We'll go to bed in a little bit.
Pretty good. So I've got to fix some of these to the wall. I need to pull them out.
I need a
But
snack.
you're not going to be able to see. Let me back up over here.
And a story.
Anyway, I'm going to take this one and kind of swing it over to the wall and hook it on a chain here so it'll hang down out of the center.
And a glass of
And then
water.
I'll have the center one here in the middle hanging over.
Hush.
And why am I showing you all this since you can't see it? It's dark.
Hello?
Oh, well, we'll meet back here in the morning, all right?
I gotta go potty. Say your prayers.
All right, back here in the morning and remove the ladder. Got the lights up, finished up. Looks good. This color right here, this carnival glass, looks really good too. So we ended up with a light purple in the middle, a larger one, kind of a beehive shape, and then more of a, let's see if we can get here in the sun here, kind of that same, little bit of a carnival glass, but more just an amber color, but I like it. And what I did at the top was, I kind of went out, just put an eye hook here and an eye hook here, just to kind of separate the lights out a little bit more in the space so they fit this diagonal shape there. And gives you a little bit more space. That way when you're also walking on the steps here to get down, you're not bumping into them. So we're putting clearance in the head here on this side, putting clearance on that side.
Really?
I've got the bulbs installed and they look good. I like them. Be nicer if my window was clean, but that's another side.
I wasn't gonna mention that.
And this one I had to put a short bulb in it because the long bulbs that were in this one, you know, I thought they would fit, but just barely, was just a little too tight, so I would go with a short bulb. All right, today we're back at it here. Today we're gonna install a ceiling fan in the loft room upstairs here. And since it's been a while since I've installed a ceiling fan, I'm actually going to read the instructions.
Good idea.
Surprise, surprise, right?
I'm shocked.
Okay, got a bunch of parts here and some in the box still. But first of all, I want to say that I needed to put a pancake box up here.
Pancake?
So that we can screw the fan up to it. As you can see, I've got it up here.
I prefer waffle.
And
Hilarious.
a bunch of different screws that I had here. But anyway, it's really solid. I've got this thing screwed on there every which way but Sunday. And we'll get that hooked up. All right, then we attach the bracket that's going to actually hold the ball and socket joint for the fan for the stem down rod there. We secured that to the pancake box here with a couple of screws. All right, I won't bore you with all the details, but basically, assembling the fan here, you've got the down rod here that hangs in the middle, and you got to put your cover plates and stuff on beforehand. Then the down rod gets assembled onto here. There's a pin that goes through it, and then a couple of set screws that hold all that together. And of course, you feed the wires up through the center here. And that's about it. Let's just keep moving along and see what we got. No, it's probably hard to see here this close, but basically the unit, if I can get back here on the ladder without falling.
Careful.
Just the ball part sets up inside of here, and let's see if I can make this a little lighter. The ball and socket joints set inside this area here, as you can see. So it just kind of hangs in there, and there's a pin in the back which lines up, so it just sets kind of snug in there. But it's kind of free hanging, and that helps balance the fan, gives it a little bit of movement. All right, quick review of the electrical here. Got our electrical connections made. We've got power for the light here, or excuse me, for the fan here, the black to black. And then I've got a red and blue, which is for the light in the light kit. And it's actually a separate switch down there on the wall. So we have a separate switch, so you don't have to sit there and pull the cord here to turn on the light because it's pretty high up here. So that's a separate switch for that. And that's feeding power to the light, that's feeding power to the fan. And then the white commons go together here, as you can see. And then of course your grounds are connected there. And truth be told, I couldn't figure it out at first following the directions because the directions didn't show a red wire at all. That's something we wired in here. So I had to call my brother, Thomas, the electrician, and make sure I was getting things right.
Hello?
Hey, Tom, it's Ray.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
That's not funny,
All right, once
Thomas.
the connections are all made inside there, you just slide the canopy up on here, and there's a couple of screws that go on each side, and that holds it up there. I'm seeing a little bit of this box here, and I may paint that some, but the truth is, when you get down on the ground, you don't see it at all, so I don't even know if it's going to be any problem. I don't think so. These blades come in two different colors. It's one color on one side, one color on the other side. I'm going to actually go with the dark side of it. That's going to be a nice contrast with the lighter wood that's in here. So that's going to get mounted on the bracket here, and I need to mount it this way so that when it's assembled, the color will be facing down as that's the bottom of it. You definitely want to screw these in by hand with the screwdriver, not with the screw gun, because the screws are really short and you definitely don't want to strip them. I'm installing the blades here. As you can see, I've got 3 installed, and they just go up under here like that, and then there's some screws that go through the openings. And I just want to mention, so it's pretty straightforward, except for the fact that to get to these screws that go in there, you've got to actually work through the slots here to put the screw and the screwdriver up through there, either this slot or this slot over here. So it's a little bit tricky, but working, just being careful, it's not too bad.
In hindsight, I probably should just remove that plate.
Okay, I was actually trying to show you that
Steady.
It's hard to balance the screw getting it up
Whoops.
in there. And it's quite annoying. I only did it about 20 times.
23 times.
All right, here I installed the cap
But who's counting?
on top of it.
You, apparently.
And then the 2 bulbs, of course. There's the finished fan up in the ceiling. Looks good. It's a small fan, but because of the A-frame shape at the top there, I didn't have a lot of room for large blades, and that's okay. I just wanted it to be kind of more decorative than anything else. I'm actually not a big fan of fans. Get that? You know how sometimes you just get an urge to do something and you just got to get it done?
Not really.
Well, I've got one of those urges. Came back from Walmart late tonight, and I got bulbs for the lights. So I'm out here installing the light bulbs inside the fixtures. And
Dude, can't this wait till
as you
morning?
can see, it's dark outside. I got my red headlamp on so as not to attract too many bugs.
Or bears.
There's the white light, but that'll attract every moth and bug from 6 miles around.
Not to mention Bigfoot.
So,
Not Bigfoot
anyway,
again.
yeah, I'm going to install all the lights, I think, on the
remember
outside.
episode 30?
Seems like a good idea to get up on the ladder in the dark and do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually, I'm on the ladder now.
Ladder.
Can't really... Oh, yeah, there you can see.
I'm going to bed.
Anyway,
Hey,
let's see how this goes.
I'll be careful.
So I don't want to, quit while I'm ahead here, so
Of course not.
I'm out of the power box. I'm going to
Shock yourself?
put this thing on, plug this into the generator, and
Yeah, probably.
see if we can get some light here tonight and see how it looks. Okay, I got that taped off there. That's to the main here, which is nothing's hooked up yet to it, but we don't want to send power over there since we got foil covering it. That's probably not a good idea.
You think?
Close this down. And we'll get this box open here. See if I can't do this while I'm balancing the light and everything in my head here. Okay. And what we got here is, there's the 220 here. So I'm going to plug that into the generator and we get some light going on. Yeah, firing up a generator and putting on 220 volts of cord in the middle of the night here doesn't seem like a real good idea to me, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do these things. Let's see if we can find it.
I'm totally not seeing this.
Hold this thing. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, baby. We got success. Hold on. Let's see. Where's the choke at? There we go. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can get. Well, you got a microwave blinking. That's a good sign. Something's lit up here. Something's working. Let's go on in here to the hallway. Find our light switch here. Hey, there we go. Wow, we have light. Yes. I don't have light over here. What's this going on? Let's see what else we got. What's this? That's probably the disposal. That's probably the light that's not working.
There's more than the light that's not
Now
working.
let's figure out what else we got going on here. Well, we got light outside. That's good. That's working.
A miracle.
Light in the kitchen's not working still. Let's go back in there and find out what's going on with that. Hey, the big lights in the main room here work good. They look cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Got light up there, but something's going on with our kitchen light here.
Where's my snack?
I think that might be on another switch. Let's go back in here and see. I think what it is in the panel here. Got something that's not turned on. Let's try that. Yeah, we still got nothing here. Let's try it. Oh! Ouch!
I'm awake
there
now.
It is.
Right.
Well, the light in the bathroom works. That's good. And the vent, one of those is a heat. One of those is the vent. And one's the light, but I don't have a light bulb in there right now. So that's why that's not working. And I must have wired the fan right, because the fan and the light works.
Thank you, Brother Thomas.
Yay.
Funny.
I really like the little gangplank area there, going down the steps with the lights, hanging lights there. That came out nice. Got a nice feel to it. October 1st, 2018. First time light has been seen on the mountain.
Woohoo!
I've
Let
got the
there be
generator
light.
running and testing out some of the lights.
Can we get some shut-eye now?
Yeah, say goodnight.
Good night.
See you next episode.
Hey, is that your stomach growling? No, it's just your imagination. Yeah, well, I got a pretty big one then. Go to sleep.